Hi everyone, I'm Brittany.
And I'm Kimmy.
Welcome to Astro Ballers. So let's get straight into it and start talking about Zion, the #1 draft pick, a Cancer.
Any team given #1 pick would choose him.
I mean, how could you
100%.
not? He has a Venus in Cancer, all his placements in Cancer.
I think he has, Mercury, Venus, and Mars all in Cancer.
And we just found out he actually has a Virgo moon.
Crazy. Couldn't be better.
Couldn't be more ideal.
Although he might be really hard on himself.
Yes.
But
And
I think that with all the other Cancer placements, it will just benefit him only.
yeah, I think if
That
you
perfectionist work ethic will balance by the caring nature of a Cancer. I think it's just a recipe for success.
we do know that Alvin Gentry is a Scorpio.
It's the perfect pick
Of course.
for a Scorpio coach.
Which is so interesting. And living in New Orleans, being by the water,
Yeah, the swamps. He'll just love that.
the people, the culture, the music.
Yeah.
As a Cancer,
Oh,
he's gonna love
yeah.
the jazz music on
Yeah.
his off season.
That is so cute to think about Zion jazzing out.
And enjoying himself and giving back to the city of New Orleans
Yeah.
and connecting. That's great already. We see 3 dominant Pisces.
Right. Moore, Davis, and Peyton are all Pisces, which is amazing.
It really is, but they definitely
Need a cardinal sign.
to start leading them.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting because our colleagues and other people are comparing Zion to Charles Barkley.
Right. Which is, he's a Pisces.
Same element, water.
However, he doesn't have the cardinal element, which really makes him a leader.
Right. And the size.
Yeah.
And it's almost like a Cancer is a Pisces amplified.
Totally.
So it does
Couldn't
make
have said it
sense.
better myself.
We already knew this, but he does do better in the paint. He's someone who's intimate.
In his shell.
He's in his shell. He's in his comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
And he feels his best when he's closer to the basket.
Yeah.
And
I mean, the guilt that he would feel if he's doing something that he's not comfortable with as a Cancer.
taking a risk.
Cancers get so guilty when they hurt people around them that I think that
gonna shy away.
he would never take a risk. Which is fine. He's still a tremendous scorer, but he has to stay in the paint and in his shell right now. Let's move on to Ja Morant. Ja would be a good choice for them only because he's a loyal Leo. He is loyal to his team and he's a team player. And being a Leo, he's a leader, so he wants to really bring a new team forth.
Right.
Also right now, at Murray State, he really was just a big fish in a small pond.
Yeah.
So he's the type of leader that
They're
I
looking
think that
for.
they're looking for.
Right. And
It's definitely a chance that they would pick RJ though, but he's a Gemini, so it's a toss-up. It depends on what side you see.
yeah, they may not be seeing the same side that the Knicks are seeing. Totally.
And with the Grizzlies, they've so much earth. I see that maybe being better with Leo. Because
Definitely.
I think that Ja will take this stance and give them fire that they need.
I don't think an air sign would do well in this dynamic. I mean, there's so much earth. He would be floating.
And with a Pisces coach, it's interesting because he's an old soul.
So if he comes in with the confidence and really executes the plan, which Leos do as a fixed sign, the Pisces coach might just work perfect with him.
Totally.
And be that small town charm that he needs to really shine and fire.
That's sweet. All right, let's move on to the Knicks. The opposite of a small town charm.
I mean, a lot of people are hoping for Ja, but I think that's just because that's what we know.
Right. We've
And then-
had 3 Leos,
3 Leos, 3 years.
which is just too much fire, as it's shown.
I
I mean,
mean-
we had Kristaps,
Dramatic as can be, without even trying.
just horrific.
With
the drama.
It was why we loved him, but it was
But in
also-
retrospect, it's why we hated him.
Yeah, it's when you're attracted to someone who, the thing that attracts you to the relationship is also the thing that, really breaks it down in the end. And it's disappointing.
We have him over there with this sage so that he can, heal.
I'm saddened. I'm still really upset. It's hard to talk about.
And then we had Frank Ntilikina, who's amazing, but kind of
He wasn't
fell
able,
short.
I think that his people are disappointed in him, but
I'm
he
excited
couldn't
to
thrive.
see him grow, but I just don't know if the Knicks is the right environment. And then we had Kevin Knox, the third Leo in 3 years that we drafted. Scott Perry, our general manager,
Sag.
he is a Sagittarius. So Scott the Sag just wants all Leos on his team. It's a natural selection for us to just choose the Leo, but I think a Gemini could work well.
I mean, Fizdale is a Gemini.
Right.
So he would bond with him.
That'd
But
be cute.
Yeah, but the only major concern that I've been having is the mellow thing. I mean,
course.
we saw Carmelo Anthony. He's a Gemini. We were so excited about him. I mean, that was so much fun when he was on the Knicks.
but it just
in the
didn't
sport,
work.
It didn't work in the team setting.
But we didn't have Fizdale at that point. So maybe
Yeah.
with Fizdale as the coach,
And an ally.
then RJ would shine.
I think so too, and I think RJ, just because he's a Gemini, doesn't necessarily mean we're gonna have the same dynamic.
Totally. I think we just have trauma.
Yeah, but I think that since we have DeAndre Jordan, who is a Cancer, Cardinal, vegan, he would be best friends with him and really be able to they could bond and it's like a Gemini, Cancer, and a bunch of Leos. So it's all the summer.
I mean, that's
That's a
just
balance.
my whole life of
That's
friendship.
like friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the Knicks should choose RJ.
I think they should go with RJ too, and then I think they should try to get some Sagittariuses later on because we really need.
I would
that support.
love to see Taco Fall, who's a Sagittarius, join the Knicks in the second round.
I would love to see that, and I think that he would show them that it's about being fiery and doing what you do best, not making a big scene. As we've been doing so much the last couple of years. It's a lot with the Leos.
Yeah.
It's too much.
But that's why draw too much too soon.
Yeah, it's kind of ignorant that they would even think that would be okay.
So the Lakers have the 4th pick, and they'll probably end up choosing DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah, I mean, they're showing a lot of interest in him. He is a Sagittarius.
He immediately could be useful for the Lakers with
We have a
LeBron.
Cancer coach, which would really I feel like a Cancer coach would be drawn to a Sagittarius.
Yeah.
The same kind of coolness, the same defensiveness.
DeAndre being a defensive Sagittarius, as we all know, Sagittarius can be so defensive.
Please, I've dated one. They're just, oh my God.
But I think that honestly in this team environment, he could be what they're needing.
Completely.
So then another player that we're really interested in seeing what happens to is Jackson Hayes, who probably is going to go to the Wizards.
And it's so funny because he's literally what they're lacking. There is no
in terms of the
air.
elements.
There's no air right now.
Which is crazy.
I mean, a little bit. We have one aqua, but
yeah, but Bobby Portis is kind of irrelevant in terms of the team dynamic that they're creating. And with 3 water signs leading their starting 5, it just makes sense that they would need a little bit more air.
totally. He's exactly what they're lacking.
Yeah.
And he'll protect the rim. He'll do the things that they're not doing from an air perspective.
Totally. Also, another person I wanted to mention was Bol Bol, who is a Scorpio, which we all know the typical thing that people say about Scorpios is that they're sketchy.
And they could be secretive.
Which is funny given the scandal surrounding him making money with Oregon.
Which we really don't know, but it also is on brand for a Scorpio.
Right. We don't want to speculate, but at the same time,
it makes sense astrologically.
But it's interesting, looking at this list, we have a lot of Aquas, Aquariuses in the beginning of the list.
Yeah, the first round is filled with Aquariuses, almost back to back. We have Colby White, who, he's super intellectual.
Yeah.
Woke Aqua, Aquarius.
We just have a lot of Aquariuses. Nasser Little probably might be in the top 10. Just a lot of Aquarius, which is interesting. It's definitely a strong sign, but I wouldn't really peg it as a dominating basketball player.
I think it's because basketball is so mental and they're super intellectual. They're not really emotionally charged.
Right.
They're about their logic. And
that's interesting.
Yeah, so they're about their game. Then we notice there's
a ton of Virgos in the second round.
We have Clark, Reed, Washington, it's definitely their sun sign and their ability to have good work ethic, because that's something that's undeniably due to your astrology sign.
Totally.
And that hard work shows because a lot of these guys are a little bit older, so it'd be interesting to see them shine later on, the way other second round
I definitely hope they do. I mean, you never know. You know, the draft is so important, and it's really fun to speculate over the summer when we don't have games to watch. But the cool thing is that there's tons of second round picks who end up being all-stars.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of like what team picks them and where they can shine and develop and grow the best.
And feel really in their element.
Yeah. As, you know, whatever sign they are.
Yeah.
And whatever team they go on.
And what coach. I think that I'm realizing now that the coach's sign is instrumental to making it work. Because if there's issues there, doesn't matter if your team is perfect.
Right.
They're going to have a lot of problems and they won't be able to be themselves and do the plays they need to play.
100%. All right, well, thanks for tuning in. And we hope you catch us next time.
I don't even know what that meant.
No, it did.
It sounded like it did, but it definitely didn't.
And I'm ballin' by nature, addicted to the game like Jordan and Peyton.